Ooh. Oh, just dobry from a little bit of a cold morning here in Krakow, Poland. And this is a vault video, which means if you're watching this, I'm not here anymore. But I thought about you, and I thought how much it would be nice for you to see this, a little bit more of Poland, and for me to look back on this video and see a little bit more of Poland. And I wanted to give you, since I'm here in Krakow, I want to give you 3 reasons why I would live here in Krakow. Now, understand, it goes 2 ways, okay? So I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why I would, and in another video, I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why I would not. And one of the things I love to do, we're gonna walk around here. We're in the Jewish quarters right now. We're actually trying to find a cafe to go to because it is really cold. And I realized in the mornings, I stopped to feel my hands after about 4 or 5 minutes. So, well, after about 10 minutes. So we're gonna go inside. Look at that, look at Krakow. But 3 reasons why I would live in Krakow. And if you're thinking of moving here, I hope this video helps you out. And make sure you watch the upcoming videos talking about why I would not live in Krakow. Now, understand this is all from my perspective, okay? Understand that, it's very important to know. Look at this. Interesting. Wow. Wow, Poland. So let me just say, the first reason why I would live in Krakow is it just seems so old. Like, it seems so old. Like, it doesn't take a long time to get to, it doesn't take far from the center to be able to see old buildings like this, old castles, old cathedrals, old places like this in the center. Like, we're in the center still. And I really like that because you also have the modern, just about 12 minutes walking away, or a 5-minute little ride like that away. That would be probably number one. It doesn't take far, it doesn't take long, and you still have the quietness of it. Which means if you walk through here, usually by any time of day, you won't see a lot of people, like you won't see a lot of tourists like walking here. Like, I think I'm the only tourist I've seen this morning. Which means you can enjoy all of this and not have it corrupted by tourists. I know. Not by tourists. That'd be probably the number one. That'd be one reason, not number one, but that'd be one reason why I live here, is because of that reason. And I say number 2 reason is it is a beautiful place to chill. Like, no matter where you are here, I've realized in Krakow, you don't get vibes that it's a big city. You know, there's a lot of places that you can go that you can feel like you're in a small cafe, but then you look out the window and you see big buildings. You see really big buildings, you see people outside, you see a lot of tourists walking by the windows. Like, you get the vibe like, oh yeah, I'm kind of in a big city. But here, I don't get that vibe from here. Look at all the cathedrals you see from here. You got one right here, which is actually, that's a beautiful picture. Let me get that picture real quick. So you got one right here. You got one up here. You got, look at that right there. Little things like that. But I forgot where we were at. But number two reason though, my brain gets sidetracked by all this beautiful stuff around here. Yeah, you don't feel like you're in a big city. At all times, you feel like you're in a small little district. I mean, technically I am right now, but you really feel it. You know, a lot of times you don't feel like you are. You feel like you're in a big city. Krakow, you can come here, you can find yourself your little cafe right here, away from everyone, away from everything, and you can just chill and relax. I love it. And I'd probably say the third reason I'd live here in Krakow, and this is very simple, just a quick video, I know, but these are all real. The third reason I live here is because the sunset in Krakow, I think, is one of the most underrated sunsets. It's the most underrated sunset, I think, in all of Poland. The most underrated. Like, the sunset is nice in Gdańsk, Gdynia, Sopot. It's nice in Warsaw. It's nice in all these places, but it's like you can literally watch the sunset here. And you guys can realize the sun is important to me. You can watch the sunset and have a dragon shoot fire out from right behind you. And everyone can sit by the river. So again, you could get that kind of small city vibes. Like, you can get the tourist vibes if you sit on the river where all the tourists are. But in a lot of the places there by the river, if you just cross the river, I talked to some people today or yesterday about it, and they were there and they're like, yeah, it's so chill. I was like, if you really want us to chill, walk along the river pretty far, but then cross it on the other side of the castle. Once you cross it on the other side of the castle, it's a whole different Poland. And look, look at another church. I believe it's a church or museum. And there's another one. Like I don't know if I've seen a place in Poland like that. Like, I'm not sure. And actually, I really want to go back and get a picture of that, where that view was at. But that's definitely a reason why I would live here. And I definitely could. And this is actually my first time that I've come here to Krakow directly. I don't think I've flown into here before and stayed here first. I'm usually a Warsaw boy. I'm from the big city, you know. And I like, you'll see in the reasons I couldn't live in Krakow. But now with everything I've done on social media and everything, I like places where I can go and hide. And Warsaw offers that. But this is about Krakow. But I definitely could live here. If you put me here, I wouldn't be complaining about it. And if I had to choose here or not living in Poland, I'll live here every day of the week. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Wow. But with that being said, if you're about to move to Poland, because I don't think people in Krakow realize how many people want to live here. Like, so let me put it like this. So we need to talk. I don't think you know this, okay? So you know my love for Poland. You see my videos for Poland. You know it's like, you know that. But what you guys don't realize is there's a lot of other people that are just like me, but they just don't have the courage yet to make videos about it. Read some of the comments in some of the videos. Like, there's people who love it here. They it's a gem. Some of them are sad. I know Archie, he's a follower of mine, or he feels like a friend of mine, but he's here on the channel. Sorry to call you out, Archie. But he loves Poland so much. Like, he wrote me like a private message, and I can't share so much of it, but he loves Poland just as much as I do. The same feelings that I had, same feelings that you see. I'm sure he felt the same way. I'm sure you felt the same way, Archie. And there's a lot of people who feel the exact same way. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking about it, like, don't even hesitate. Even when you watch my another video about why I would not live in Poland, not live in Krakow, like, don't let that stop you from coming here if that's what you want to do. You'll have no problem. If I had to live here or nowhere, I'll take Krakow. Krakow or anywhere in the U.S. with if you put me in the U.S. with an unlimited amount of money, I'll take Krakow every day with nothing. Every day of the week, I take it. For sure. I would. For who I am, what I know. Like, here, the culture, the happiness that I feel here. You got to go to where you feel good, guys, sometimes. It's that simple. With that being said, I'm going to finish this water. But look around. Just a 360 view. How many churches or cathedrals do you see if I just stand right here? You got this one here, right there. Look at that. Right there. And you saw there was one on that side as well. Poland. But another thing is they keep the streets really clean. I don't know if it's always been like this, but it is super clean here on these streets. But with that being said, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Definitely, I would recommend coming to Krakow, especially if you've never been to Poland before. You don't have to be taken over by the bigness of other cities or anything. There's an airport that's very close. Something that's very important for me is that there's an airport close. I want to be able to arrive in a city and be able to be from the airport to the center or an airport to my home in 15 to 20 minutes. If I can do it, if I can cut the time down to 10 minutes, get from the airport to my home in 10 minutes, that changes a lot. It makes a long day. It makes the willingness to want to go out and the ease of leaving that country or a city so much easier. So I definitely highly would recommend it. Krakow is up there for me in my list. And it's starting, and you got to come soon, because I'm not the only one who feels that way. And I see, and Krakow's changing. Krakow's been changing a lot. I hear a lot more English everywhere. Like, when I first came here, not even when I first came here, but even 4 or 5 years ago, there was not so much English everywhere. Now I hear English everywhere. I hear French everywhere. Polish is probably the last language I hear. And I'm not saying that it's going to become like Amsterdam, where there's more people, more tourists living in the center than local people, but something to look out for. And maybe come here before it changes again, even more. And with that, I can't feel my hands at all. So we're gonna get a coffee and chill. But I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Dziękuję bardzo. Kocham ci Polska I do widzenia. Ciao.